hard to think about anything besides Chloe at the moment. But if I want to save her and everyone else, I need to start finding answers now. Where can I dig up more information on Abraxas? Maybe I can find someone to help me.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Life is Strange Part 4. Sorry about not posting last week. I did end up in the hospital, with an infection. But hopefully everything will be back on track and I won't need to be back on there, or back in there, anytime soon. It was basically, I got a medication for the infection, and the medication they gave me the first time, I guess, was technically the right one, but I was having like a very bad reaction to it. So they sent me over to the emergency room, and then the emergency room.
Dig up more information on I hope Yasmin forgives me for lying about Sophie. I could
so
really
basically,
use a friend on this president wall.
I waited a couple days before going back, just because I thought it was.
Yasmin was far from perfect, but damn do I miss having her in charge.
But, basically, I had, put off going back, because I just assumed it was from not eating with the medication, because I was supposed to eat with the medication, but I was at a doctor's appointment beforehand, and, yeah, it was not good.
I hope Loretta learned something from her brush with disaster last night, but I doubt it.
But yeah, I ended up going there. They changed my medication. They also said my potassium was low. So they straightened that out while I was there as well. But hopefully everything's gonna go better from here on out.
Okay? Promise is a promise.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one. Some of my students are members, but I'm not.
And why were you in their basement last night?
Abraxas is good at keeping secrets. I don't know if any of those secrets are dangerous, but I want to find out.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running...
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
I respect the need for closure, and for answers.
I swear, Max, there's something weird about this. Abraxas is hiding something. Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives? Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties. I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them.
Sorry about that. I was drinking soda and it didn't quite.
Did someone
Go down the right
vandalize
tube.
this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments? I always make conversation, bad rock puns when I see Gretchen. She just has sentimental value. Learning through osmosis. Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising. I always thought Abraxas was creepy, but at least it's the least creepy rooster reptile hybrid.
A rooster reptile hybrid in mythology. A surprising number of creatures come from a very unlikely pairing that a rooster and a reptile. Listed below, not even. See chapter 9 for local legendaries or local legends for information. Huh. A rooster's body and a man's head. Good to know, I guess. There we go. Let's see. Rituals in.
If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad fast.
Fire's nature's most beautiful and dangerous element. While we often think only of it as a destructive potential, it can also represent new beginnings, as fire can cleanse and reshape as well as destroy. It reminds the modern witch that she contains enormous power which can turn dangerous, even devastating, if used without control. If you want to incorporate fire into your practice, a few pillar candles, red if you wish, will bring power and focus to your next ritual. Or consider building a bonfire where beauty of the flame is in full display. Bonfire rituals are especially potent when combined with spells of banishment and forgetting. Plagued with thoughts of an ex, what better way to move forward than taking an old love letter photo, considering it to the flames. It won't let me move down, so I'm assuming that's all I can read from there. Yeah. Alright.
Can you try bonfire?
A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
Look at the date. That's this weekend. Do they have an annual bonfire?
Ugh. They misspelled Abraxas. Amateurs.
I mean, it's a student newspaper.
September 22nd,
all
1997, the bonfire
Excuse
of the
you.
Secret Society house raises questions. A large bonfire at the Abraxas house got out of control and spread to the lawn on Saturday. Lakeport Fire Department was called to 3180 Fremont Street after several neighbors noticed the smell of smoke. When the fire department arrived, the flames were mostly extinguished the society issued a statement the morning apologizing for the fire and assuring the community that no underage drinking took place. This brush with the police comes after the society has been implicated in several high-profile pranks and hosted last year a memorial party, memorable for those of us who were taking to the ER for alcohol poisoning. Some students defended the society's action, while others felt that Abraxas has strayed too far from its occult roots.
Look for Gretchen Kostov, the founder of the newspaper. There's gonna be a lot. Okay. Several articles written by her, a few reviews of her films, and...
The Abraxas Society wasn't always the Abraxas Society.
But it seems like the occultist stuff was there from the beginning.
Ooh, this one you can scroll down. Women's Equality League reports changes. The Caledon Women's Equality League is changing their name next year. The group is inviting members to submit ideas for new names, which will be voted on in the upcoming semester. The league has already seen many changes in the last decade. Founder Greenwich, I'm not going to try to pronounce the last name, even though they said it, and had to fight an uphill battle, first when establishing the group, and later when finding them house off campus. At the time occurring to Lakeport law, any house within two or more unrelated women living together was legally a brothel. Since setting up residency in 3180 Fremont Street, the group has hosted numerous anti-war protests and seasonal occult rituals. While members are tight-lipped about their ceremonies, several members have stated that the group is neither a cult nor a coven. The league stated allowing male members last year, perhaps prompting this name change. Gretchen, the league's founder, on the porch of their Fremont Street headquarters, 1964. Interesting. Okay.
So, what do we know?
Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back.
Now, I'm pretty sure I covered everything in here, but I'll take a look. Well, I didn't look here. Okay, hold on. History of occults. Let's
Ben
read.
adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
The moon, the stars, the occults, the life, the legacy of Jack Parsons. A few people achieved the level of fame notorious that Jack Parsons did, and he managed to achieve and twice over as both a brilliant rocket scientist and on an influence occults. Born October 2nd, 1914, Parsons was daring, some might say reckless, engineer who died on June 17th, 1952 at a tragic age of 37 after an explosion in his home laboratory between his work with Aleister Crowley and L. Ron Hubbard before Hubbard swindled him and his to the American Council movement. Parsons left an undeniable mark. Some even credit him with more culture growing interest in, not gonna try to pronounce that without my glasses because everything's a blurry mess at the moment. Parson is rightly seen as where did I leave off? As rightly seen as a pioneer in his aerospace industries, but his legacy is incomplete without the accounting of his contribution to modern occult practices in all aspects of his life. The work tirelessly to pierce the veil between the known and the great unknown. Okay, I feel like there's more. If I missed that, there's definitely more here. I felt like I read this one already. Did I not? No, I did not.
That's this week.
In the northern hemisphere, Witches Thanksgiving. I never heard of that. Sometime called the Witches Thanksgiving. It is a day of harvest festivals, nature walks, summer gives, ways to fall. This meeting often holds feasts to celebrate nature's bounty, or channel their creativity into autumnal arts and crafts. While is a moment when light and dark are in perfect balance, it also a reminder that the easy day of summer are behind us, while what will the coming winter bring, and what shadows will lurk in the lingering dark. Okay. Anything else? Nothing here. Nothing here. Pretty sure I've read that, and I'm pretty sure I've read that, but I'll make sure. The Witches of Caledon.
This could be it.
Oh, here we go.
The start of the fire. The end of the school.
Pagan's calendar is marked by 8 Sabbath seasonal holidays. Celebrates important astronomical events and honoring changes seasons. Okay. So I don't think I've read that one. I thought I did, but I don't think I did. And this one I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I did that. I did.
Building a bonfire, it could get bad fast.
Okay, let's talk to her again.
Okay, try Maybon.
Oh, here we go. A masked Maybon party? And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight.
Did you know that here on our very own campus, an occult society might be practicing the dark arts? They even been known to play Dungeons and Dragons. This reporter won't name the group who have threatened privacy investigators with liberal lawsuits. Liberal? Anywho, without my glasses, I can't really tell what that is, but I can. I'm gonna move closer. But I can exclusively report that last Saturday a Mamboon party took place off campus. Attendees wore masks and dark from engraved goblets. Dark potions from engraved goblets at midnight. An unknown ritual took place in the basement. The photos was obtained from an anonymous source who was eager to convince me that it isn't satanic, it's just celebrating the cycle of death and rebirth, and that the rumors of human sacrifice are gravely exaggerated. The source ended the conversation after I asked whether their famed Hall of Secrets contained, as many have speculated, a portal to hell. Dang, I think I would also end the conversation after that too. That's
This is what
really
we
weird.
need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere, talk to anyone. Max?
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on. Think about this. I'll post part 1 of my podcast tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
I'm telling you, I only have suspicions right now. If you're gonna blow this story wide open, you need solid proof.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house
1 second,
tonight,
guys.
you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
I could rewind and make Loretta forget the party is even happening. But is that a step too far? Can I put my International Photography Award in here? Maybe we get Owen to take me seriously. Abraxas is really going to war with the administration. Not sure who's winning. I can't believe Vince saddled his hedgehog with his own totally not embarrassing middle name. Vince moved up in the world since his administrative assistant days. What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks. Owen is furious that the demolition was held up. What do you think would happen if you found out you were there? Why were you there?
I think it's my turn to ask the questions.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help. The board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Didn't look that bad to me.
And Owen's Caledon 2.0 plans hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon. Unfortunately abbreviated, SICK. I know he's a dick, but he's an ambitious leader. And he's got the backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
I saw the stay of demolition. According to the court, the house is staying right there.
And yet, come down it must. Either now, due to a miscommunication with the demolition company, or later, due to an expensive legal battle.
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird. And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory. But this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general, I'm doing my best. Now, are you going to take my word for it? Or are you going to keep asking me questions that I can't answer?
Vin, you have to cancel the Maybon party.
He did. I told Reggie there wasn't a good backup spot to build a bonfire. It's canceled as of last...
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, about these messages...
They'll have to wait.
Vin looked like he wanted to chase Owen out of the room. Maybe I can push him over the edge. I should rewind and convince Vin to leave when Owen does. Vin and I are friends, but he won't just let me stroll into his boss's office. There is something strange going on. It's centered around the Abraxas house, and I think you know what it is.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help. The board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
Loretta was in the house last night. Owen's recklessness could have gotten her killed.
Owen fast-tracked a planned demolition. Loretta was creeping around a condemned building in the middle of the night. Who's reckless here?
I don't understand. You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god, make him supremely angry. Still, thank you.
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, I have to speak with you immediately.
Not now.
It's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
That should buy me enough time to search the office. Normally I wouldn't suspect Caledon's president of arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get rid of. Did he lose his key or something? Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged. But I didn't see anything wrong. Nice, still logged in. Guess I'm...
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. How can I help you today?
What the hell? Is that Owen's voice?
The Abraxas Society was founded in 1962 by Gretchen Kostov. Originally known as the Caledon Women's Equality League, the group is open to all students in good academic standing.
Was worth a shot.
President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan. Location, Central Quad.
Wait, he was just here. Can I hate something that would make Moses happy? I think I can. I might never get a chance like this again. I have to find something. Can I hate something that would make Moses happy? I think I can. Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged, but I didn't see anything wrong. Owen's trying to seem more likable, so he outsources the job to a chatbot. This fucking guy.
Hi, I'm Callie. President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan, location Central Quad.
Wait, he was just here. Breaking into his own files? That weird email to Yasmin? That wasn't Owen just now. Holy shit. Sophie. What was she doing in Owen's office? She asked Vin to get a file for her. She's up to something. Oh no.
Max? Are you, like, in there?
No Vin, no problem. Like I was never even here. You wanna play cat and mouse, Sophie? Let's play. Sophie could be anywhere by now. But knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas' future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey, I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole a negative space thing.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
Does it have to do with the Maybon party by any chance?
Maybon? What is that?
Reggie, I know the party was officially canceled. It would be a very bad idea to hold it anyway.
I always appreciate your advice, Max. It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know. What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the quad? When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell. Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi. I need to check out each one. Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change yet. I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup. I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
He's unflappable. If I want to look inside that folder, I'll need to go big.
Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder. The whole school feels about as stable as you do right now. Unsurprisingly, Owen is being a cairn Karen. I don't mean to interrupt.
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas
What is it now?
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. How dare I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
You know, Stieglitz was one of the first people to champion photography as an art form.
He was, though I'm sure Stieglitz would be horrified at the state of postmodern art.
Well, Stieglitz has been dead nearly 100 years. I'd feel disappointed if he wasn't a little freaked out by my work. I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
Down with President Calvin. Down with President Keller. Save the Abraxas house.
Is Abraxas scheduling any sort of formal protest this weekend?
Nah, we'll be too busy sleeping it off.
Sleeping what off?
You know, it.
Good talk.
Down with President Keller. Save the Abraxas house. Down with President Keller. Save the Abraxas house.
Still no sign of Sophie. I have to keep looking. Of course everyone has the same folder. And only one of them is Sophie.
Down with President Teller!
I can always tell how I'm feeling by what I see in this sculpture. Today it looks like a dragon. Whoever she is, Sophie's definitely laughing at me right now. Is it me, or are there more of these gnomes around than there used to be? Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slam door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, we didn't part ways on the best terms, and you never responded to my text.
I wanted to. I worried that if I sent you one text, I might send you 1,000. I mean, we talked all morning, and there's still so much more to say.
Well, it's a start.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Well, damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
Sophie knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Sorry about that. I'm also hoping the audio is picking back up again. Seems to be. Alright. So I'm looking for...
Sophie can't have gone far.
Oh.
I need to keep looking.
That's a backpack. Seriously, another gnome?
Still no sign of Sophie. I have to keep looking.
Nope.
Sophie saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students to mess with me? Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I did it.
It's cool, Max. See you in class.
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
I've been meaning to ask you. Have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes. Actually, I wanted to ask you about it. But I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion. But of course, I think you're good enough.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
The first time I got a hold of a camera, I was overwhelmed with the desire to capture an image of my mother asleep in a hammock. My artistic instincts were so strong that I nearly dropped her Kodak P880 on her face when my mother woke up, grabbed back her camera and forbid me from touching it for the rest of our vacation. I learned a valuable lesson. Photography is about permission. We are to some degree or another, anytime we set foot on a city street or log onto our devices, we can take pictures of people with our phones. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody screaming. Where'd I leave off? We take pictures of people with our phones, watch, or sunglasses with or without their consent, but to take someone's photograph is very different from simply taking their picture through, though it might sound like semantics. Semantics to photograph someone is to ask another person if you can treat them as a piece of art, not as a commodity or a consumer. It redefines the communication, introduced playfulness and my glasses I need. I should have grabbed them while I was out there and I didn't. And demand collaboration between the photographer and the subject in a world best on all sides by technology, which often has an isolating effect. Photography remains a technology that connects us with each other.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
What on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Okay, so that was not the answer. Let's see, is there another area maybe? I don't think so. Is there a way up there? Oh, I forgot that's the fastest you can run. So let's see.
Sophie can't have gone far.
Oh, okay, I can't run
I
up
need
there
to
anyways.
keep looking.
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
Was I supposed to trigger something?
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
Did I hear that right? Is Abraxas scheduling any
President Keller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Keller! Save the Abraxas house!
The man has absolutely no hold on this guy. Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. Please tell me Sophie isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now. Sophie is shapeshifted as Vin before. And I'll bet she'd love a chance to mess with her mom.
Max, you're out here. That's great.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything. Clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
To think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen. Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regents Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much, and yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table. Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
While we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
Oh, alright. I guess I just had to interact with, the folder.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO. Sophie's just fucking with me now. She's not even here. Sophie's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, well, it's really more about what I told her, that Arcadia Bay is still standing. And my mom, and everyone else,
is alive. But then she told me that until very recently, this wasn't the case. But if I'm here, and Arcadia Bay is also here, I don't know. Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously? You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are.
Where is it? Oh, alright, oh wait, because this is... Alright, here we go. Good luck, send updates. Updates, I was wrong. There are many stairs. FML. Okay, I'm in. Holy shit, this place is expensive looking. Moses Murphy, right? That's him. He's expecting you. Why do you make it sound so sinister when I walk in? Will he be like, hello, Chloe? I've been expecting you. Moses doesn't have a sinister bone in his body. I have a bunch of sinister bones in my body. They're in my left hand because I'm left-handed. Sinister is left-handed in Latin. You and Moses are going to love each other.
A horticulturalist, too? What can't this guy do? A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything. Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy.
Let's see, I just wanna...
Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Okay, hold on. Before I name it, I want to find it. I don't know if I can select a name if I learn it. So I'm just going to take a quick look around. Because if I can, I want to.
Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday. Moses is going full Pepe Sylvie. Is that the dude from the bar last night?
I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her. Whoa. What happened here?
Max took that photo before she jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
So, Max's presence has changed something. But the fire is still on its way.
So many post-its. I've got to take this guy outside some night and ask him questions. Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses, if I wanted to make Moses's day, I could ask for his anime recommendations. I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch. This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids.
Alright, I think I looked around pretty much everywhere. Oh, not everywhere. Hold on.
Whoa. I'll bet you could see light years with this baby.
Was there something over here I didn't look at? I don't remember. Oh, an anime figures, that's all.
Wow. Moses flies his weed flag high. I should arrest this guy for future arson, just to be safe. Is that Nebula Rain? Only lesbians and uber nerds know about. Is that Nebula Rain? Only lesbians and uber nerds know about her.
Okay, I guess let's go give it a name. Let's see. Suggest the name. Trying to see what feels more Chloe. She has grown up, but we'll just press X. Because that feels the most Chloe to me. Oh, it's actually an achievement? I did not know that.
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I literally either have to look at him or speak with him.
This guy's being very polite to the crazy girl who showed up at his office.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Akata?
She was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more. You have to text me when you give it to her. She's gonna love it.
You got it. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I don't think it was a vision. I think some part of me really went somewhere.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? What's happening right now?
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She saved you, and Arcadia Bay was destroyed.
But the town is okay. My mom texted me an hour ago.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together? With Safi and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could... Oh no.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm and tell me what you see.
Alright, I'm gonna end this part here.
Same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches, like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
Alright, I'm gonna end this part here where it's saved. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye.